everybody. I wanted to send this quick video to explain what is FBI. What is this FBI school that you will see on the app? FBI stands for Founded Believers Institute. This is a training type of uh, school for those who are probably not in ministry, or they want to know a little bit more about ministry. They want to um, just get a good foundation on what it is to go deeper in certain things. So I designed this particular training course for the believer who needs to just learn a little bit more when it comes to the things of God. Now, you may go to a church where they probably don't have a ministry training facility or a training aspect. When I was coming up in ministry, our training was, come to church faithfully, sit on the front row, and wait your turn for a sermon. And what that did is, even though it taught me faithfulness, it really helped me to understand that I really needed somebody to kind of show me exactly what it means to minister. What does some of these subjects mean that we hear about but we never are taught about? So what I did is I put together a school called FBI, and it stands for, again, Founded Believers Institute. And there's three phases of FBI. There is a tourist phase, there is a academy phase, and then there's an agency phase. So the three things that I want to talk about when it comes to the tourist, academy, and agency is the tourist phase. Number one, what is a tourist? That's when you may take this course and you kind of like tour it. You're not coming in for any kind of recognition or certificate or training. You just want to see the information. You kind of want to stick your head in and just tour it to see if that's something that you want, or tour it to just kind of, like I said, just to get the information. But then there's other people who are serious about it. They're a little bit more serious about it, and they go through the academy stage. The academy is like a school. You can be anywhere over the world, and you just go through those classes, and at the end of it, you have a certificate that says you have completed this, that we as a church, the Foundation of the World Church, actually put our stamp of approval, if you would, or our kind of recognition that you have gone through, the training that we have set out, and that we can vouch for you. The agency stage is more for the local church. People who come to this church, they go through the classes, and we take them through an internship so that they can actually learn how to do the ministry that they are signed up for. So each class, no matter how you take it, each one of them has a final exam. Now, if you're a tourist, you're not going to get the final exam because you're just kind of looking in and seeing what it is. But if you're an academy, part of the academy, or if you're part of the agency, then every class you take will have a test with it. This is our way of, the Bible talks about that, test those who want to be in ministry and see if they are able. This is our way of testing you by giving you a written form that you can just take online and submit it. Now, the good thing about it is you don't have to show up at a certain time to do the classes. You can take them on demand anytime you want. Some of you all are night owls. Some of you all are early risers. Some of you all do things on your lunch breaks. And so each one of those classes, you can just take it at your own time, at your own pace, and you can fill out the form or fill out the test and then submit it that way, and then somebody will check it. You don't have to submit the whole course at once. You can take one class and then just submit that one class. Now, what are the classes? The Bible talks about in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 that these ministries in the church, he says, first there are apostles, then there are prophets, then there are teachers, then there are miracles, and then those are healings, and then helps, and then administration, for the benefit of the church. Now, I've taken these classes with additional other ones, and we turn that into a course. So if somebody says, I'm a prophetic person, and instead of us just telling you, well, you can't prophesy here until you sit down for at least a year, even though there's wisdom in that, we actually will send you through a class of the prophetic. So let's just say if somebody who's taken the agency part, that's the part when you come inside the local church, and you want to, be used in the prophetic. Well, you go through the prophetic course and submit each class as a test. Let one of us check it, And then what we do is we work with you as an internship. Before you are in the leadership, you have to go through just an internship of just serving in the prophetic. We're not going to give you the rank of prophet because you're still just serving, which is a labor stage, which is leadership ability before open recognition service. That's what labor stand for. You also get one of these cool little t-shirts right here that says that you are part of the FBI. Got the nice little seal on the back and everything. So it's just a way of us to build the team in the local church. And that's for people who come through this church as the foundation of the world church. Now, there are some people who can do that, and they'll take the classes, and they'll go through the agency, and we work along with them. If somebody is kind of dragging their feet, so to speak, because they got a lot of life going on, we kind of have somebody to kind of help encourage them to, keep it going and start the process and finish what you started and things of that nature. But again, you can take as long as you want. But the internship is about a good year, 6 months to a year, depending on the type of auxiliary that you go for. You could be, when it comes to prophet, when it comes to teacher, when it comes to miracles, healings, helps, administration, you go through those courses and then you will be activated in that particular ministry. All right. Now that's the academy, the agency stage. But the academy is for anybody who don't come into this church and they just want to just get the classes and they want to show some recognition that they have taken the classes. Well, let's just say they go through the prophetic class. They take all of the prophetic classes, and then at the end, when they submit each one of those classes as the test form, we check it, and then at the end, you get some kind of certificate saying, hey, we, the foundation of the world church, recognize that at least you have a godly foundation in the prophetic according to what we have set for you. You can take that to your church if your church respects our ministry and trusts the integrity of our ministry, and perhaps you can be activated in your local church. Because there's different ways of making sure that you are functioning properly. We're not going to just license anybody, but people who actually showed their character and they answered the questions the right way, then we can say, okay, at least you know the foundational parts. Now, obviously the agency working with us, it may be a little bit more intense, but with the academy, some of you all don't live in the Atlanta, Georgia area. You may live across the world. Well, we can still give you that certificate of saying that you know what you're talking about when it comes to the prophetic or the teachers or the miracles or the healings or the administration or the helps and so forth. So that's what it is. Now, how do you start that? Number one, you download the app. If you go to the Google store or the Apple store, you type in the Foundation of the World Church. So just type in the Foundation of the World Church and you should see the app. Download the app and then click the button that says FBI, and you'll see the classes right there. You pick exactly which one that you are trying to go for. Fill out the form, the registration form. In other words, we need to see who you are, so you fill out that registration form and then provide an offering. Why do we say provide an offering? Because the Bible talks about if we have sown something spiritual among you, we can reach something carnal. In other words, help support people that are doing the ministry. The Bible also talks about that if you find somebody that's just basically doing kingdom work, then get behind them and support them, because that's God's way of blessing not only just you but blessing them so they can continue to be a blessing to other people. So that's what we ask. We're not going to tell you exactly what to give. We want you to be able to do your best. We want you to be able to listen to the Holy Spirit, and he will give you the amount. But if it don't mean anything to you, it don't mean anything to God. So that's why we just ask for you to give a gift at any amount. Some people can do more, some people can do less. But whatever you do, just make sure you just do your best. And that's what we're trying to do. And then once we get the offering of any size and then the registration form, we will send you the test. This is not for tourists. This is for the academy or for the agency. We will send you the test so that you can go through the classes and then take the test that corresponds with those classes. And basically that's it. We will work with you. Me personally, I will help discipling you. I know I have a team of people that will help me with that, but I'll be making sure that I'm monitoring you and helping you out if you get stuck, if you got any kind of questions or anything like that. It's a discipleship program that will root you into in the foundation of of the ministry that you are trying to go for. And for some people out there, they'll probably take the whole school. Well, if they take the whole school, then that obviously you don't just get a little diploma in one area. You get diplomas in all of them, which is actually more, if you think about it, is more as an apostolic call, because the apostle means that you got to know all of this. And so these classes teach you etiquette, it teaches you biblical knowledge, it teaches you spiritual truths, it teaches you warfare, it teaches you all of these things. You're going to learn about demons, you're going to learn about angels and deliverance and prophetic and teachers and different kinds of things that you probably just don't get on a normal Sunday service sermon, but it's specially designed for those who just want to go a little bit more deeper. You probably don't have the capability to study a lot, so I've done a lot of studying for you, and you just kind of just go through the classes and take the test. So that's what the FBI is for. Just download the app. The Foundation of the World Church is the app, either on the Google Store or on the Apple Store, and then just begin your classes. Fill out the form so we can know who you are. Let us send you the test. Give a seed amount of any kind, and just help us build a godly foundation inside of you. You'll be free to ask questions and so forth. Again, either you'll be a tourist. A tourist is somebody who just tours the class, because the classes are already available. You can just look on there and see exactly what they are, but you're not signing up for classes. Some tourists, they look at our classes, and respectfully, they take it and try to do it at their own church, or just try to just know for their own knowledge base. All of that is fine. The Bible talks about whatever your motives is, Christ is preached. But I would ask that if you are going to look at some of our classes and go through some of that material and look at that material, consider giving toward the church so we can continue to do what God called us to do. And that's what we want to do. We want to just build a godly foundation in the lives of people. So we're going to need your help. This school is available for anybody. We're not discriminating against anybody. But if you want to go through the academy, a little bit more is required, which means that we're going to give you that test and we want to work with you. And if you want to go through the agency, which is coming to the local church, then not only do you get the diploma and you get the accountability, but you also have to go through the internship. So that's FBI in a nutshell. Why don't you go ahead and look at some of the classes and fill out the form, and then just contact us and see how we can help you, okay? Love you all so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.